Yeah, this is your boy DJ Wolf. I got a couple things on my mind. First item for beds. There is a story that came out a couple of days ago about this gorilla that grabbed this 4-year-old boy in the zoo in Cincinnati, Ohio. The boy had wandered off and fell into I guess this was like this tropical waterfall pit where the gorilla was. The gorilla got a hold of the boy for a number of minutes and kind of like drove around the water. The water was very shallow, it was very light, and he really didn't do anything to the boy. Really, not. Although he had a potential. And according to stories, that gorilla is a silverback gorilla, big, huge gorillas. They can crush a coconut like a grape. So the zookeepers eventually shot the gorilla, killed him. There is a law that the legislature is now trying to come up with against shooting of a silverback gorilla. And their protesters are protesting the zoo, and they're blaming the zoo for shooting the gorilla. They're blaming the parents for the kid wandering off into the pit, and actually are asking for the parents to be prosecuted. Now, I'm going to be honest. The zoo, I'm surprised, killed the gorilla. My personal take is this. They could have tranquilized that gorilla if it took 2 or 3 tranquilizers. Now, I heard a radio broadcaster on Satellite Radio just a minute ago saying it would have took some time before they actually dropped out or whatever, before the tranquilizer was affecting them. That's not true. I've been watching many animal shows where the tranquilizer usually knocked them out within about 30 seconds. I've seen it. Many shows. So that's not exactly true. The tranquilizer would probably they had to use 2 or 3 of them on. It was sedated. That's on the zoo side. But the zoo did what they had to do. So I don't blame them overall. On the side of the parents should not be prosecuted, but they should have been reprimanded. They should have. Because really, to be honest, you should have been watching your kids. You go to the zoo. What are you around? Lions, tigers, gorillas, maybe crocodiles. I'm not sure. Depends on the type of zoo you go to. Elephants, monkeys. Usually when you take your kids to the zoo, you don't let them wander off too far. But the broadcaster, who I'll leave nameless right now, had the nerve to say, well, he tried to compare your kids wandering off at a zoo the same as if you might have let your kids wander off in the department store. You don't do it in a department store, really. They do it, but I'm just saying. But you can't make that comparison. It's the difference between your kids wander off a little bit in the department store and let your kids wander off in the zoo. Difference is the zoo is a greater danger. In some respects, the department store is a greater danger too. So to sit there and say that is bullshit. That's an irresponsible statement coming from a broadcaster who I respect. And I was surprised he made that, try to compare that apples and oranges. And I'm like, dude, you can't make that comparison, right? There's no comparison with that. Complete difference when your kid wander off at the zoo versus when your kid wander off at a department store. Come on, man. That's just irresponsible to even make that statement. I'm sorry. It is, Joe. Oh, I just said his name. Did I say his name? Oh. Well, I said his name, so what? Big deal. Didn't give out his full name, but I'll be honest with you. Either way, he was fucking wrong for saying it. Real talk. And yet, he spent over 2 hours talking about this issue. Not one word about the 63 shootings that happened in Chicago over this past Memorial Day weekend holiday. Not one statement about it in 2 hours. And I was shocked because at this point, at least the boy was saved, and those 219 some odd people who was protesting against the zoo for the shooting of the animal didn't protest against the killings that were going to Chicago. You know, the crimes that black people do to other black people. Yeah. Nothing was said about that. Nothing. You know, they worry about a damn gorilla with a 4-year-old boy. That really, by right, parents should have did a better job of watching at the zoo. I'm sorry. You know, they were saying, well, there's some, he just snuck around and got inside the... Well, where are the parents at? Sorry. Take control of your kids. That's the problem today. Not enough parents are taking control of the damn kids. They want the government or a local place to be responsible. Now, I could understand if the gorilla had got out and escaped. That's one thing. But it's another thing when you sit there and try to blame the zoo for the kid getting into the gorilla pit and not blaming the parents for not watching the kid the way they're supposed to. And I was watching local news and some of the national news. Of course, they're not covering the stories about what happened in Chicago. That's not happening. No. Yeah. The murders that are going on in Chicago, the shootings, those 63 shootings, not one report on it. Not one report on it that I saw on local news. Not one report. I just got finished watching news a while ago. No, the major story was about the gorilla and the little boy. They love these small stories like that. I mean, it's not a small story. It's a messed up story. But my point of it is, I think the priority sometimes with the media is all fucked up. Excuse my French. They focus on stuff like that versus what's really going on. There's stuff that you really need to know about, as well as that, but stuff that you really need to that you really need to know about what's going on that we desperately need to get resolved. And nobody's taking the time to do the right thing for that. All right, this is DJ Wolf. I got more to say on the back burner. Questions or comments on anything I've commented on, including today's podcast, please feel free to reach out to me. foralltohear@gmail.com, foralltohear@outlook.com. My YouTube channel is For All to Hear TV. My Twitter page is For All to Hear. And presenting now my website, which is finally up, djwolflive.weebly. That's WEEBLY.com. That's djwolflive.weebly, which is spelled WEEBLY.com. Again, my webpage, my new webpage that I just got up is djwolflive.weebly.com. All right. So, in any case, this is DJ Wolf. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys later.